Well, good morning, everyone. Um, yeah, it's winter time in the valley. Had our first snowfall last night, and the very first night of the winter. So we got to deal with that today. Other thing is, Seasons Mod does tend to move your daytime around like a lot. So this is at 8 o'clock in the morning. I mean, we were getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning in the middle of summer and getting daylight pretty quickly. But this is a big change for us. So let's see here. Now we're gonna need some lights, a lot of lights. So before we can even get started, we need to clean off a little bit of work area because one of the challenges of snow on the ground is that it does obscure some of the other things that you're trying to get to. And if you'll see, if I try to just clean up the animals here who are dirty and need to be cleaned up, if I grab snow, I cannot pick up grass with it. So, although this seems to be okay. So let's just clean that up a little bit. The other thing too is you got to sort of be strategic about where you make your piles of snow in the game because they might be around until mid-spring. And if you put it in front of fences and in front of gates and stuff like that, you're gonna get in trouble. It's not gonna work out for you. Let's clean off a little bit of this area here too while we're at it. We'll do a better job of cleaning up afterwards with the case. This is just rudimentary. Hang on a second. Let me turn that off for now. We are going to need to feed the animals. Another little feature of Seasons is that, man, the cows eat a lot during the winter. I mean, a lot. So, let's just clean this up a little bit over here, just so we can give ourselves a clean working area. In case we spill anything, we'll be able to pick it up easily. Okay, good. Suicidal chickens. Okay, the other area I need to keep clean is going to be my my silage pit so that I can get to that stuff. So let's just, I don't want to snow in my trailer. So let's dump this over here in between these trees. Yep, that should be fine. Let's just make sure we can still load silage properly. So what I like to do is just come into here. And see, if you're picking up snow, it won't let you pick up silage. So you just need to make sure you clean off the area a little bit to make sure you can always get to your silage properly. There you go. Clean that up a little bit. It is one of the challenges of the snow feature in the Seasons mod. You just have to be aware of it. If you see my glance up there, you can see that I have a lot of snow. I have 55% snow in my bucket. You just got to keep your work area clean, or else it's going to cause you no end of trouble with getting your silage into your bucket. There it is. Okay, good. One last little bit there. So now the next time I come in here, I should be able to get a full scoop of silage with no snow in it. And that's what we want. We just want silage. I do hope at some point somebody makes You know, the silage pits have been a problem for Farm Sim 17 since their inception, but I would like a version of it that you can uncover a bit more gradually, just to be able to simulate that idea of, you know, putting the tires on a section, then hit R to open up some more, then hit R to open up a bit more. Even if they broke it up into, say, 6 sections, and you had to hit R every time you got into a new portion of your silage heap, I think that would be interesting. But, you know, it also has a lot to do with my gameplay style, so not for everybody. Okay, so we're going to need to get a tractor in there to get that. So we are going to do this. Let's just turn this guy off for a moment. Okay. The old case is going to be a little bit cold as an open cabin right now, so let's just take a moment. And we will put a full cab on her. Because, yeah, I don't want to freeze to death here. So, comfort cabin, $2,500. Do it. Done. Okay, beautiful. Well, yeah, that's nice. Okay, let's get this out of here. See, this is all full of snow in here, but, you know, if I had a proper snow mask in here, and Jerry has added the snow mask to the newest versions, this will all be clear. Doesn't ruin it for me. Just means that we'll have to get in there and clean it up. All right. The other great thing about the Comfort Cab is that it adds a lot more lights to this thing, so working in the dark becomes a lot easier. Beautiful. So, start you up. And, does it need a PTO? No, it doesn't need a PTO. It works by magic. So let's just lift it up. And, yeah, we'll just park this in its usual place for our feeding operations. Like so. Beautiful. So I think that because it's wintertime, I'm thinking we might need as much as three batches per day of the power food to keep our cows up and running and happy. We are, of course, going to lose our ability to feed them grass over the winter. There's simply no grass available, so it's only realistic that happen. There you go. Let's pull out 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We still got this stack back here that we need to get rid of. 1. We'll just get those closer. One, 2, 3, 4. Good. Okay. Come on. Okay, so 1. And 2. And 3. Okay, let's turn back on our display so we can keep track of things, so we don't mess up our mix. 86%. And 100% ready. Beautiful stuff. This is a pretty easy way of doing this whole operation, and it's very hands-on. You know, I just this is what we're going to be doing for most of the winter, so it's not a bad thing that we have to pay attention to these girls. Okay. Looks good. All right, put that back in position. And repeat. So in other Mountain Valley news, we have had a few failures. Here, let me just drive through here for a second here and just show you something. These small trees that we planted back in the summertime have had zero growth to them. So something in my save game is broken, and we will not be harvesting trees this winter. I was really counting on that to be able to reach my goal of 500,000 to be able to buy the farm from Jerry's kids and be able to, you know, progress the farm further next season. But it looks like that's not going to happen now. So I've got $120,000 in the bank and a whole lot of equipment and a whole lot of cattle and a whole bunch of stuff that I'm invested in. And I need to make a decision if I'm going to continue on here with not being able to buy the farm outright, because all this labor is going into an operation that I own none of. Well, I own the equipment. That was, you know, I made the money to buy the equipment myself, so that's mine. The cows are mine, but I don't own this farm. So I need to figure out a way to progress in a way that I can eventually own an operation of my own. I think we might have to move for that to be possible. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure we have to move for that to be possible. So it's a question of how and when. I can probably maintain this operation until the spring, go a full year. But by the time, how many bales is that? One more. By the time spring rolls around, we got to be somewhere else. We got to be out starting something new. And I have a few ideas, but it's just a question of choosing one and committing to it. So there's going to be some changes. We're going to start a new series soon. But yeah, Mountain Valley is coming to a close. So that's a little bit sad, because we certainly put the effort in to get this place up and running. And I think the new owners are going to be pretty happy with it, but we're not going to be the ones who take advantage of our work. They will. We do have 3 absolutely pristine, fully fertilized fields. Well, stage 2 fertilized fields back there for the new owners. So in the springtime, all they have to do is give it a shot of cultivation and they can seed pretty much right away. The hard work's been done. They just got to pick what they want to grow, and that'll be it. Good. Full load out. That's perfect. Okay, we'll bring this guy over here for a little while. And shut him down. We can back this guy away. We'll need him for snow clearing operations. Okay. Oops, this might as well shut him down. So the final detail with our cows is to, here, let's take this guy out of the way so we don't end up confusing ourselves. We just need to get some hay bales in there. Straw bales in there for their comfort. They do spend a lot more time indoors this time of year. So they do go through a lot more of this. The great news is, I mean, we almost got rid of our entire manure pile just fertilizing those 3 fields. So that worked out amazingly. I think we've only got maybe, you know, the equivalent of 1 or 2 loads of fertilization left over in the pit. So it might be worth, I don't think it's worth it on this map. But with 50 cows and that small of an operation, it's certainly worth thinking about getting greenhouses for the winter. They will produce. You can just fill them with manure and water, and it keeps your income up for the winter. Okay, let's go take a look. Okay, that's much better. We have plenty of straw now. Power food is at 7,000. I can probably put more in there, but I think that that's good for today. And we just need to add some water now. So let's get our tractor here. And we're done with this guy. And hop in. We just need to lower that down. And unhook it. There we go. Terrific. Okay, let's go get our water bowser. Now, we've learned our lesson. That water bowser is not going to get filled. But actually, what I should do... Oh, there's an idea. Maybe if I bring milk... Whoa! Don't stop there. You're going to get hurt doing that. If I bring milk down and then bring water back up, that should save me a trip. Good. And hook them up. Put in the PTO. Milk, yes. Good. I love that dial back there. It tells you how many liters you've got loaded. 5,000. It's awesome. I love those little details that modders put into their machines. It shows that they care, you know? I like that. This is, of course, from the Universal Pack. The Universal Tank Pack, I believe from the Maru Group. Really amazing bunch of people. Enthusiastic and long-time contributors to the game. Okay. Down we go. We will need to clear this driveway very soon because it's going to make it even tougher to get up. Having all the snow in here. Not really, but in my mind. Alright, unload here. Now, we learned our lesson about the water, right? Don't fill the trailer because the little tractor can't do it. Almost, 33%. Going down to 0. Beautiful. Let's come here. Get ourselves underneath the spigot up there. Just open up the top. And fill her up. Well, no, don't fill her up. We need maybe... is that 4,000? Close down the lid. That should be tons for what we're doing. And we have a chance of getting up the hill with 4,000. Let's go for it. Come on, come on, come on. Yes, yes. There you go. So you can bring the full 10,000 liters down, but not up the hill. Note to self. Oh my God, the chaos back here. Seriously, 50 cows back here is really pushing it. We would need a much larger pasture if we were going to hit like 100 cows. And unloading. Perfect. Oh, I hate it when that happens. Absolutely hate it. If you cannot empty out this trailer, no matter how much you hit Control I... Oh, wait a minute. Can I? Control I? Nope, can't be done. I cannot empty this trailer out. So I will go and dump it in the yard over here. And I'll be right back with you. Just one of those annoyances in the game. Sometimes you can't get it all. Okay, one empty tanker ready for pickup. Reconnector, and we're off again. Okay, so I've got 2 or 3 trips with milk to go, and then this afternoon I think I'm going to clear out some of the snow in the yard and make it so that we can work our way through the winter. You guys have yourselves a great day. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. And we shall see you in the next episode.